Arizona. A certain magic exists here that rivals any beach view, mountain range, or cityscape. Home of the Grand Canyon, Arizona is known for the most beautiful natural wonders of the world. Not only will we explore the Grand Canyon, we'll be traveling all around Arizona for some food, fun, and adventure, Southwest style. Hi, I'm Colleen Kelly. Welcome to the Grand Canyon. Join me, my daughter Shay, and my niece Keelan as we time warp into the Old West on the Grand Canyon Railway, take a pink Jeep tour, dine at one of the oldest restaurants in the Grand Canyon, float through Antelope Canyon, get up close and personal with some fun and feathery friends at Bearizona, and explore the Navajo Reservation and other worldly sights in Monument Valley. Arizona has it all. My name is Colleen Kelly, and when I was single, I lived abroad and traveled the world. Then I became a parent and wondered, how would I ever travel again? So I set out to find a new way to travel and get back to exploring the world family style. I'm here to guide you on how to get the most out of your family vacation. Pack your bags and join me, Colleen Kelly. We're going on vacation. Funding provided by
This show is sponsored by State Farm. When the unexpected happens, State Farm is here to help life go right.
We begin at the Grand Canyon Railway, which has brought passengers on scenic journeys right up to the south rim of the Grand Canyon since 1901. Hey everybody, I'm here with my daughter Shay and my niece Keelan, and we're about to take the Grand Canyon Railway to the south rim of the Grand Canyon. We can't wait. Are you ready? Yeah. All right, all aboard. Starting at the train depot in Williams, Arizona, the railway to the Grand Canyon is about a 2-hour journey, offering rides every day of the year, save for Christmas Day. Visit during the holiday season when the railway transforms into the Polar Express, transporting your family to the North Pole while sipping hot chocolate and relaxing in your pajamas. Traveling without youngsters? There's a nice treat for passengers 16 and up, the luxury car. I just heard there's a luxury car in the back and it's for adults only, so I'm gonna go check it out. So come on with me. Girls, you're okay, right?
Yeah.
All right. I see a door with my name on it. Luxury ticket holders only. I want to get in there. Can I get in?
Well, the general rule on the train is you can always go forward, but you can never go back. But for you, we want you to see the whole train.
Okay, this is special. And I need a little mom break anyway. So.
Yes, you do.
All right, I'm excited. Bruce, this is great. Thank you so much for taking me back here. This is amazing.
Well, welcome to Grand Canyon Railway. We're glad you're here. We think riding the train is the best way to get to Grand Canyon. Well, Grand Canyon Railway was completed in 1901 to Grand Canyon, but it did go out of business in 1969. In 1989, two entrepreneurs brought the Grand Canyon Railway back into business. They had to completely relay all these tracks because they were abandoned and in complete disrepair.
Well, Bruce, this was great. I think I do have to get back to my girls now, so would you want to come back and maybe do some Grand Canyon trivia with us, perhaps?
I would love that.
Oh,
That'd
be
be
great.
fun.
Thank you. All right, cheers. 5 more minutes. I'll stay 5 more minutes.
Well, there's a lot of things you should know about Grand Canyon. One of them is how deep is it?
What do you think?
300 feet.
300 feet? It's a mile deep. 5,280 roughly.
Whoa.
And then, of course, how long is it? How long is Grand Canyon? 277 river miles.
I was gonna say like 10.
We're here. You girls are about to see one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. I know. Are we excited or what?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's hit it. All right, wasn't that great?
Yeah.
Thank you
That
so
was
much.
awesome.
That was great. All right, wait for me.
We're just so excited.
This is so fun. I haven't been here since I was 6, so it's so great to come back. Okay, keep walking, but be careful walking. Okay, I'm gonna tell you when you're ready, okay? Here, I'm gonna guide you to the edge. Here we go. Okay, look. Wow.
What?
Wow. Oh my gosh, look how far down it is. Look at all the colors. Isn't that beautiful?
All I can think of is, this is a thing?
What a view! Photos and video just don't do it justice. The Grand Canyon is simply awesome. Before we headed inside for some lunch, I had a channel Chevy Chase in National Lampoon's Vacation. 2 seconds? Okay, did you see it? Okay, let's go. Okay, I had to do it. When visiting the South Rim on the Grand Canyon, skip the car and make an entrance on the Grand Canyon Railway. After we took in the glorious sights at the South Rim, we were famished. Located inside the historic Tovar Hotel, the Tovar Dining Room and Lounge first opened its doors in 1905. In 1987, the hotel was designated a National Historic Landmark. Their gourmet menu items offer international as well as local Southwestern cuisine. Be sure to sample one of their crowd favorites, a classic French onion soup gratinée, or their Arizona beef and mushroom stroganoff, a rich and hearty dish that will keep you fueled after a day exploring the Grand Canyon. Plus, the views while you eat are impossible to beat. We set out to learn more about the wildlife and ecosystems in the Grand Canyon with Ranger Vanessa.
Hi guys! Hi, I'm Ranger Vanessa. On behalf of the National Park Service, we'd like to welcome you to Grand Canyon National Park. Today we're going to learn a little bit about the wildlife here in the park and the ecosystems. So as you can see, Grand Canyon's pretty big, right? And in this park we actually have 5 different ecosystems. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the wildlife that you can find in these ecosystems. So our first animal we're going to talk about today is the Bighorn Sheep. Usually they're down in our desert scrub environment, and they also like to walk around in the trails. And we do have a replica of a Bighorn sheep horn for you guys today.
Cool. I would love to see one of those.
Look, I'm a unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
How would you like 2 of those on your head?
I know, you can just imagine. The other animal we have today are the elk. Now the elk you find in our ponderosa pine forest. And we do have an elk antler here for you. So you can just feel, this is a young elk, and we know this because it only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points.
So if they get older, they get more points?
So these are the California Condors, and these guys are actually endangered species. And here at Grand Canyon we have a few endangered species and species that are also endemic. And that means that you can only find them in this part of the country. So this is a feather of a California condor. So you can imagine just how big their wings are if their feather is this big.
That's huge.
So all national parks have the Junior Ranger program, and this has all kinds of information about Grand Canyon, our ecosystem, geology, history. So we have one each for you guys here.
Ooh.
And anyone can do the Junior Ranger program. You get a pretty cool badge.
Really?
Yeah, and you get to wear the hat.
After learning about so much, the girls couldn't wait to complete their book and earn their badges. We're all set.
Oh, great. You ready for your pledge?
Yeah.
So we're going to raise our right hand, and you're going to repeat after me. I promise
I promise
to discover all I can
to discover all I can
about Grand Canyon National Park,
about Grand Canyon National Park,
and to share my discoveries
and to share my discoveries
with all my friends.
with all my friends.
I pledge
I pledge
to protect Grand Canyon,
to protect Grand Canyon,
all national parks,
all national parks,
and be a friend to my planet Earth.
and be a friend to the planet Earth.
Congrats, Junior Rangers.
Wow,
so we have your
congrats.
badges. Here you go.
Official. That looks great.
There
Yes.
you go.
So
Of
much.
course.
How do you feel? Official?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go check out the rest of the Grand Canyon,
Of
but thanks
course.
again. Are you ready?
Have a great
All
day.
right, let's go. We wanted to see more of the Grand Canyon, specifically Lippin Point, a favorite stop for visitors. So why not arrive in style on a pink Jeep? So today we're at Mather Point and we're going to go on an adventure with the Pink Jeep Tours. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
You want to ride?
Oh, yes, of course.
All right.
Let's go. We loaded in
Find a spot and buckle up.
I like the color. And we're off. The Pink Jeep Tours take visitors right up to Lippin Point, leading you straight to some of the most scenic viewpoints in all of the Grand Canyon. The guides are extremely knowledgeable and funny to boot.
Girls, have you heard of the television show Cash Cab?
Yes.
All right, this is like Cash Cab with two differences. I have no cash. And secondly, if you miss a question, I'm not going to kick you out.
I'd like the cash, though. We even learned some fun facts on our drive up.
How many days a year do you think the Grand Canyon closes?
What do you think? 0, 1.
2.
Who said 0? You were right.
Really?
And you know one of the reasons for that, you may have noticed when you came out here, we are kind of in the middle of nowhere, right? Yeah, so the rangers that you saw at the gate or inside the park, they live here inside the park with their families. So since we have that community here, they need to be able to come and go as they need to. So we never close, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Wow. Good guess on the 0 days closing.
After about a 45-minute drive, we finally arrived at our destination. And boy, were we in for a treat.
Whoa.
Wow. Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh my gosh, look
Come
at
on.
those girls.
Come on.
What?
Wow.
What do you think of that?
That is unbelievable.
God.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So do you know what you're looking at here?
The Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon, but you're looking at several million years of the Earth processes doing what the Earth does. The Grand Canyon, we have the oldest rocks at the very bottom. At the Grand Canyon, that's going to be about 2 billion years old. At the very top, 270 million years old. So we have all of these layers. That's called deposition, layer on layer on layer, deposition. The next thing in the formation of the Grand Canyon is we have tectonic plates moving. Now we have cracks, fault lines. Where's that water going to go?
Through the crack.
Down the cracks, exactly. So now we have one more feature, deposition, upheaval. Now we have down cutting. And while that water's making its way down, we have this water on the side working its way down as well. That's erosion. Now, if we're gonna have a test on that, can you remember it? Deposition, upheaval, down cutting, erosion, or would you like a hint?
I think a hint.
A hint, okay. Dude, can you remember dude?
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Deposition, upheaval, down cutting, and then erosion. That's the formation of the Grand Canyon.
This is unbelievable. It's so incredibly beautiful. And you live here, so do you ever get tired of this?
I pinch myself every single
Really?
day. Yes,
I could see why.
yes. It is a fantastic place.
This special trip to the Grand Canyon had the most magnificent ending that we'll remember for years to come. A trip to the Grand Canyon just isn't complete without a trip to Bearizona Wildlife Park. Minutes from the Grand Canyon Railway and Hotel, Bearizona is a great opportunity for families to get up close and personal with Arizona wildlife. To start the day, feeding the otters, which the girls couldn't wait to do. And me too. So today we're in Bearizona. We have a full day planned, but first, let's go feed some otters. You ready, girls?
Yes.
All right.
Let's go.
Finally, we met our on-camera talent. Oh! Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? So we have some of the cutest animals in the world, North American river otters. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna toss them some fish because the otters are excited. And we're gonna take the
Let's look
fish,
at the otters.
toss it right over in the water. They're gonna go get it. So if you guys wanna grab some, go for it. But we have 3 otters in here.
gosh,
We
there's
have
so many. Look at
Isaac, Louie, and Juan. Zona. He's waving, wave
Oh
at
my
him.
gosh, no
He's
way.
like, I know how to wave. Good job,
That
Isaac.
is
There you
amazing.
go. There's a fish for us right here.
Watch it. I'm gonna look at this.
So we train a lot with our animals. And the training we do is,
Yes, I'm sorry, that's
So
amazing.
it's incredible, isn't it? And they're all incredibly smart. And when you use to reward any behavior, animals want to do it more. So we use our training rewarding behaviors, and we start to teach them important things. Now, waving isn't really that important besides when you guys are all here, but we teach them to come into a lockdown where we can give them a shot, teach them to open up their mouth so we can check out their team guns, all things so we can take care of these animals.
Are they really smart animals?
They're incredibly intelligent and incredibly food motivated. As you can see, he's like, oh, look at him waving.
Can anyone do this when they come here?
So anybody gets to partake in this specific part of Bearizona. We have otter feeding every day at 11:40. So if anybody's here, come around.
It's amazing because it's like they all have these different personalities, and I like the fact that too you don't make them do it. So
We
if they
don't
want to
make
start waving, they wave.
That's right. If they want to go sit in the back corner and be like, Dave, I don't want to do anything with you, that's 100% all right with us. It's all about them.
That is incredible.
And they make us look good, which I appreciate. Thank you, otters.
I'm in love. So when you come to Arizona, This is definitely a must-see. This is incredible, and it's the first time I've ever done it. It's awesome. Our next adventure at Bearizona was their wild bus tour, where visitors ride through the park safari style. The tour is free of charge and is offered on a first-come, first-served basis with rides every 2 hours. What we were really surprised by were the wolves that came right near the bus. Our tour guide assured us that we were safe, but what big teeth they have.
We are in what we call the white bison enclosure, but they are actually a cross between a brown bison bull and a French Charolais cow.
Never seen white bison. And some of the bison got close, very close. That was worth it. I now know why it's called Bearizona. Oh my gosh.
Thank you guys for being on here today, and we hope you have a great time here at Bearizona.
That was awesome.
Thank
That
you.
was so much fun, yeah.
Visitors on the bus with us agreed. Just take it from Mike, Yvonne, and their grandson, Michael Jr.
Come early because that's when all the animals are at.
Oh, I think it's a great experience, a good time for a family to hang out and get to see the wildlife of the local area.
Visitors can learn all about the different kinds of birds of prey at the Birds of Prey show. Also known as raptors, these swoop down very close to the audience. We learned that owls have twice as many neck bones as humans and can turn their necks up to 270 degrees almost entirely around. We also learned about the unusual appetite of the great horned owl. The birds put on a beautiful show, and even though we had to duck a few times, we had a blast. Oh my gosh! That's pretty good. And of course, we couldn't resist a photo op with our new feathery friends. After the Birds of Prey show, the staff at Bearizona had a few more surprises for us. We met Flower, the skunk, an actual animal ambassador at Bearizona, and Wafer, the gopher steak, not a rattlesnake.
Even their tail, when these animals get scared, they stick their tail down in the grass or wherever that and start shaking it. So they look just like a rattlesnake, but they're not.
And they had one more little surprise.
Is that a tarantula? This is a tarantula here. So this is a Mexican red-kneed tarantula here. This other one in my hand is actually his old shed. So tarantulas are actually going to shed similar to a snake.
What a blast we had at Bearizona. We met so many amazing animals. Plus, Isaac can't wait to meet you. Located in Page, Lake Powell is on the border of Arizona and Utah. An easy, gorgeous drive from the Grand Canyon. With over 2 million visitors per year, it's a popular yet tranquil destination for your family to enjoy the breathtaking views of Lake Powell. Also at Lake Powell is Antelope Canyon, a slot canyon that has become the most photographed and most visited slot canyon in all of the American Southwest. And the best way to explore it, Antelope Canyon boat tours.
Hey, today on the boat we're going to be on the Desert Shadow for the Antelope Canyon tour. I've been a captain here for about 18 years, but we get visitors all over the world. And then taking them into the canyon to see their expression, you know, it's very moving, because some of them, they live in the cities or they're too busy with their life, and then they come in here and give them a chance to relax. It's just beautiful out here. I like my office.
The deepest point of the water runs about 560 feet, and our path would take us several miles through the canyon. As the canyon walls seemed to close in on us the further we went, Captain Elaine slowed down the boat, coasting us along. So right now we're in Antelope Canyon on Lake Powell, and this place is amazing. This is Navajo sandstone, and it is all real. I mean, doesn't it look fake? I know, it's real. So cool. The erosion of Navajo sandstone from flash flooding and rainfall formed Antelope Canyon. With the water smoothing the edges and carving the corridors, the result is a flowing texture in the rock. You know, I'm just kind of wondering, how do we get out of here? I mean, how do we turn around? Because it looks like it's getting awfully narrow. The time came for our boat to turn around, but it was a close call. Okay, so now we're trying to turn around in this canyon, and it's so narrow we can almost touch the walls. Can you touch that, girls? And we made it. Really, it's a little bit of a drive to get here, but it's breathtaking. Look at this.
It was magnificent, and words really cannot describe it. If I was to go home and try to tell my grandchildren, I would not be able to adequately describe the beauty, the variations of the color, and the islands and the cliffs and the shapes, and that I've taken so many pictures, and the pictures, I look at them and it doesn't show what I saw. You can't capture it. It's gorgeous.
The sights at Antelope Canyon are overwhelming to take in, and the tranquility is a welcome departure from the daily buzz of life. There are over a dozen federally recognized Native American tribes in Arizona, with the Navajo Nation being the largest reservation in the United States. Covering over 20,000 square miles, the Navajo Nation spans 3 states: Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah, and is home to over 300,000 people. One spot you can't miss when visiting the Navajo Reservation is the Navajo Interactive Museum, located in Tuba City.
Shea Ella Menigos Winshia. Greetings, my name is Ella Menigos. I'm a member of the Coyote Gap Path, the Corn People clan. My fathers are a Mexican clan. My maternal grandfathers are Towering House clan, and my paternal grandfathers are Menigos clan. That is the Navajo woman I am. The museum is different from other museums. It answers a lot of questions about the Navajo people, the areas, the reservation, the schools, the government, our way of life, and why the way we are, because, we are different.
The Navajo Interactive Museum has lots to see, so you and your family can immerse yourselves and learn about something new: the Navajo way of life. Our next stop, Monument Valley. Located on the Navajo Reservation straddling the border between Arizona and Utah, Monument Valley is a famous backdrop for Western films and the Looney Tune characters Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. We boarded our Goulding's tour ride and hit the road to explore. The landscape seemed to transport us to another planet, surrounding us in the red sand desert with towering buttes and mesas, a few of which made for some wacky shapes. So today we're in stunning Monument Valley, and we're standing right in between the East Mitten and the West Mitten, and we're learning a little bit too because we just learned about buttes and mesas. Does anyone know what that is?
I think a mesa is longer on the top than it is up and down, and the butte is longer up and down than it is on the top.
Excellent, because mesa is Spanish for what?
Table.
Excellent, good job, awesome. Well, we're getting a little education and we feel like we're on a movie set. This is really unreal. Visitors on Goulding's tours are also treated to a lunch cookout of Navajo Tacos, a spin on the traditional American taco served on fry bread. So we're here in Monument Valley at the Goulding's Tour Cookout, and we're about to try some authentic Navajo tacos. And I am excited. Are you hungry?
Yes.
All right, let's see. The taco starts with a base of delicious fry bread, topped with beef, beans, cheese, onion, lettuce, and tomatoes. We gave up trying to eat with a knife and fork and just ate them with our hands.
It's messy, but it's good. Really good.
The tacos were great, but the scenery was even better. Our next stop on the tour was to an actual hogan, a traditional Navajo hut. Our guide Rose taught us about a variety of domestic tools used around a hogan, such as a cradle board for carrying babies, yucca root for detergent, and Jimson stone used as a natural form of bleach. Before you think hogans are a thing of the distant past, think again.
So I raised my kids in a hogan.
You did?
Mm-hmm. I did.
In about this size?
In about this size.
How did that work out?
Real good.
To say that the sights in Monument Valley are breathtaking is an understatement. It was like we had landed on Mars, and we honestly had never seen anything like this. Monument Valley was a special way to end our amazing trip, and you simply cannot miss this essential part of your visit to Arizona. We'll always remember our ride on the Grand Canyon Railway, dining at the historic El Tovar restaurant, seeing the Grand Canyon at sunset, feeding the otters and hanging out with a cool cast of critters at Bearizona, floating through Antelope Canyon, trekking across Monument Valley, and of course, feasting on Navajo tacos.
All right, let's toast to what?
Arizona.
To Arizona.
I'm Colleen Kelly. Thanks for watching Family Travel. Enjoy making memories on your next family vacation.
Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh, don't shoot that. Oh, there's bathrooms. That's good.
Keelan! Shay! Come over here. You're in trouble.
That's what you should call us.
Let's put this again. It's squishy?
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Oh, you did it!
Funding provided by
This show is sponsored by State Farm. When the unexpected happens, State Farm is here to help life go right.
For more information on upcoming destinations and projects, visit FamilyTravelCK.com. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and check us out on Snapchat. We'd love to hear from you.